So after watching the first half, I was like, okay. That's what I'm reviewing for you right now. I've seen the stage adaptation of Stranger Things called The First Shadow. I am pretty impressed. That's what I would call the 21st century piece of stagecraft. When it comes to special effects, it was just astonishing how they synchronized the acting with the projector, with the lights, with the music, with the sound and the costume. The timing of it, oh, it was just seamless. It was like, I'm not kidding, watching magic, and the special effects you've seen in films live, and that is pretty impressive. So yeah, whoever, designed, I mean, the whole team, well done. Really, really well done. And it was a 3 hours long play, which, yes, it is pretty long. And because of how entertaining it was, it really kept you captivated throughout that time. Now, because of that, there is one thing that really didn't sit well with me, but maybe that's just me. See, I am not a huge fan when it comes to musicals and over the top acting. And in the first half of the play, I was just not buying it. It felt at times that they put some of the scenes in there just for the sake of, like, yeah, guys, let's give them everything. Let's give the audience everything what theatre managed to came up with by now. Really? Guys, this is like, it's supposed to be moody and dark. It's Stranger Things, and you were like dancing and singing, and there's like feathers. And yeah, they incorporated it into the story, in the plot, but I wasn't buying it. But now, the second part. It got much darker and much deeper, and it was actually scary with an occasional scare jump. And yeah, the second part, I have to admit, won me over. And it honestly got pretty dark, and I was thinking, ooh, children are watching this. This is deeper than I thought it will be, which was great. Now, what is the story about? So it is following two characters you will know from the series, which is Joyce and Hopper, and also the main character, which is Henry Creel, that then we know as Vecna, the villain. And you know what I love about it? It gives you suddenly this different perspective, and you get to understand the motives, and suddenly a bad guy, it's not so black and white as you would think it is. Kate Treffry, who has written the series, she has also written that stage adaptation, which means that what we watch, it is in line with the actual plot and characters. So it gives you a deeper insight into the series, and the story and what's behind characters. Which, if you are a fan of Stranger Things, if you watch the show, yes, you would appreciate that a little bit differently. You would get those references. You are managing to connect the dots, and that made me pretty excited, because it's like, oh yes, I get it. Oh, I understand. Like, oh no, this is what's happening. Some of the reviews were saying that if you haven't watched this series, you would not necessarily like the show. See, I disagree. Even if you are completely unfamiliar with Stranger Things, because of how well it is made, it is a story on its own, it makes sense. I think you would still really like it. If you love theatre, you would still really appreciate the stagecraft behind that, the little piece of play that you have there. It's, as I said, it's 3 hours long. It's both suitable for children and for adults. And one of the things I enjoy is the humor. You know how in Shrek Adventure you have those sort of jokes that kids will find funny, or they will just go over their heads, but adults will get it? Yeah, the stage was full of that. So I feel like they really made sure to keep audiences of all ages captivated and attentive throughout the play. And as I said, it was fully immersive. They just used so many elements, and there were so many surprises that it just felt like you were in the story. it gave you this feeling as if you were watching the film because of different perspectives and what was happening around you. No spoilers, but yes, it was really really good, and I am so positively, you know, surprised after seeing the show. And I think that if you are in London and if you are going to watch some theater, yes, Stranger Things, it's definitely my top recommendation because it has everything what theater can offer nowadays, and it's just a good story, and there is, I think, something for everyone you would enjoy. If you like comedy, it's there. If you like a bit of horror, it's there. Even if you like a bit of musical, yeah, it is there. So yes, I would say 9 out of 10. For me, this one is for the musical part, which I don't like. But overall, it's brilliant. So that's a recommendation from the Vortex channel. Remember to subscribe. Stay tuned.